this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top. What is up, everybody? How you doing? It is Thursday. It's 7 p.m. and you know what that means. It is time for some SpectraVision. I am Londo. That's Archie back here, jumping all over the counter. And yeah, we are SpectraVision. And tonight we're going to be doing some of the usual that we've been doing for a while. That is playing some Pokemon TCG Pocket. And then maybe later in the second half of the stream, we will switch things over and do some live pack rips of Pokemon TCG. In fact, let's open this thing. It's a Dialga EX tin. So we'll open this up later on the second half of the stream. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Hey, what up, Scraggle? How you doing? Just me for now, looks like. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes it takes a while for the numbers to update and whatnot, but usually people trickle in. Congrats, dude, on getting some stock today. It was a crazy day. There was a lot of drops happening online. So last night, a lot of the, like on X or whatever, people were talking about how they were expecting or suspecting a big drop on Pokemon Center today. And everyone thought it was going to be the Destined Rivals. That's the new Team Rocket themed set pre-orders, and specifically the ETB. They were expecting that to drop tonight. It didn't happen. They were saying, okay, well, probably like 9 a.m. Eastern, between 9 a.m. and 12 Eastern is usually when those kind of go live. Time was going by, nothing happened. So it was probably about 1 o'clock Eastern time that instead of dropping that, they dropped a restock of the Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection on the Pokemon Center website. I was actually in a meeting at work and I tried to get in on the queue just to see if there was anything left. By the time I got through the queue, it had already sold out. It sold out pretty quick. But then I started seeing on Twitter that people were talking about that they were using their bots to buy on Pokemon Center, which for a while that wasn't possible because of the queue system that they had started. But now I guess bots have infiltrated that too, and bot buying has run rampant. At the same time, Costco dropped another restock of their Pokemon 151 mini tins. So I tried to get one of those, but I had to enter in all my shipping information and whatnot. And by the time it took me to do all that, out of stock. So my announcement didn't happen. Oh, I didn't put it in the Discord. I forgot to do that. You know, you skip one stream and then the whole process gets like fucked up, and then you forget to do everything. Let me repost that real quick in the Discord so everybody can see. Also, sometimes like it doesn't do the Twitch notification either. I don't know. But then my friend Jace, he and I were texting on Facebook, and he tells me Target just got a restock in town. Go there right now. They've got a restock of all the big stuff, and they're limiting it to 1 per item per customer. And so, unfortunately, I was still stuck at work, but Ghost, both you and Scraggle were able to make it out there and get some stuff, which is really, really cool. I'm glad that you guys were able to get some stuff. Hey, what up, Bad Taste? Thank you, by the way. Yes, so hopefully he'll be joining us for our Poke Night on Saturday, our IRL Poke Night, and we can thank him in person because that was pretty cool. What did you get again, Ghost? You got the blister with the eraser, and then Scraggle, you got the other pack of that, right? So Ghost, you got the Gengar one, and then Scraggle, I think you got the other one. My Twitch layout reverted to regular instead of dark mode, and I feel like I got flashbanged. Flashbang was my nickname in high school. In like a flash, baby. Yeah, I got the belly ball. Yeah, the belly ball. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so there was some cool stuff. Apparently they were getting... Hey! Feed that cat! Dude! Feed that cat! Feed that cat! Thank you for that sub. 14 months. Let's feed this cat real quick before we do anything else. Listen up for the crunch. No crunch. You just inhaled that thing. Thanks again, dude, for that sub. Yeah, it's been 14 months. Man, that's a long time. We're over a year old. An EV10 and just a collection of packs. Hell yeah. And you got your hands on some prismatic evolutions, right? Good for you, because that is hard to come by. I actually caught a prismatic restock on Pokemon Center last week, where I got what did I get? I got something. I think I got a blister pack, like a 3-pack blister pack. I forgot what it was. But I ordered that, and it was a 3-pack blister, and it comes with like a promo card too or something, and it was like $14. So every now and then you get lucky. But the thing about those Pokemon Center ones is you got to catch it like right when they announce it. And so I have a couple of X profiles that I have notifications turned on. So when they post about a restock or something, I can jump in right away to the queue, and I was able to get something. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, so everyone was expecting the Destin Rivals to drop today, but instead it was the super premium collection of prismatic evolutions on the Pokemon Center. But not a lot of people got them. They sold out very, very quickly. I didn't really want that one. I was really hoping for the Destin Rivals. But maybe they're thinking that may drop tomorrow. So check tomorrow morning on Pokemon Center. You might get lucky. The EV Jolteon 10 I got, you should have 2 prismatic packs. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I'm happy for that. Yeah, and then, let's see, what else is coming up? Oh yeah, then the Journey Together stuff should be coming out next week. So I got my hands on some pre-orders about a month and a half ago that they should be shipping out next week. So I might be able to open some Journey Togethers soon, hopefully. And my friend Jace, he was telling me about our local game store on Sunday. They had a pre-release event for Journey Together where he said it was like $25 to buy a slot, and they do like a little tournament, and you buy basically a build and battle box. So it comes with like 30 or 40 cards and then like 4 booster packs, and you have to build a deck off of that. And it's a streamed down version of the game, so it's not like you're not playing full 6 prizes or anything, but they do like a little mini tournament there in the store, and you get to keep what you got, and then you can win some extra booster packs and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try that on the next one. I was busy last Sunday, but it'd be cool to try one of those in the future. Yeah, I've done this with my partner, and they're fun. Some of the decks aren't bad. Heck yeah, dude, I want to try that. And Scraggle was telling me that I think at the beginning of next month, the official deck rotation happens in the TCG, where all of the cards that have a F on the bottom left-hand corner are being phased out. So they will no longer be tournament legal, and everything from G forward will be legal. But again, that doesn't really have an effect if we're just playing like friends, sitting down, playing, casually. So that's not a big deal. But yeah, it's the official tournaments and official events that those will be no longer valid cards. So basically everything from the Sword and Shield era and before will be phased out. So only Scarlet Violet era cards will be legal in tournament play. It's on the 15th. Okay. But might happen earlier. Yeah, I think the TCG app, I think I was reading somewhere that it starts next week, I think, that the official rotation happens in the TCG live app. And then the rest happens after that. But yeah, so some controversy, guys. If you have not been following the Poke drama, distributor drama, it is wild. So let me key you in on what's been going on here. In North America, one of the biggest suppliers, distributors of Pokemon TCG merchandise is a company called MJ Holdings. They distribute to the USA and Canada, and they basically provide all of the merchandise for the big box stores. So your Walmarts, your Targets, your Amazons, like all of the big stores, right? On Walmart.com, it's a marketplace where you can have a seller profile and sell your own stuff, right? There was consistently all of these hard to get products like Pokemon 151, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, right? The big three right now. That there was a company on there on the seller profiles that was listing all of their product just slightly under market price. Now, market price was insane for that stuff. So we're talking, a booster bundle going for $70. They were selling them for like $68, right? The company or the storefront that was listing those prices was called GT Collectibles and Toys. A little reverse Google search will find you that GT Collectibles and Toys shares the exact same address as the shipping warehouse for MJ Holdings, the largest distributor of Pokemon product in North America. So what they were doing was they would put a limited inventory to the big box stores, Target, Walmart, Amazon, all that kind of stuff, right? To artificially inflate the demand and drive up scarcity, while at the same time funneling their supply to their subsidiary company, GT Collectibles, to sell at a marked up, sometimes triple retail price directly to the customer. And in Walmart's case, they were using Walmart's platform to overcut them. They were scalping Walmart's supply and selling it on their platform to the customer. So anyway, it was driving a bunch of drama online. People were found it out. They were like sending nasty emails to Pokemon Company like, what the fuck? You guys need to do better. You got to fix this, right? 2 days ago, all of the Pokemon supply from GT Collectibles was removed from Walmart.com. It was scrubbed clean. It has since popped back on today with no stock, but everything listed is at MSRP price. So we're talking ETBs for $35. We're talking booster boxes for $25. It's wild, but the stock says zero. They have nothing in supply. So I don't know if Walmart went after them about that, whether it's like a breach of contract or whatever, or whether the Pokemon Company called them out, because they're basically acting as the one middleman between the Pokemon Company and the customer and completely undercutting and undermining their business to only feed product to scalpers, which is absolutely insane. But guys, capitalism just works. Yeah, right? True capitalism, nothing works, right? If there is a way for somebody to exploit someone or to profit off of exploiting someone, these people will find a way to do it. So I am holding out hope, though, because I think that this has kind of ruffled some feathers, and either MJ Holdings will reverse course and actually distribute the product that they are contractually signed to distribute, or they may be shut down completely and Pokemon Company might look for new distributors for North America. So here's holding out hope. That being said, it doesn't necessarily speak any highly or any favoritively of any new stock coming in, any new supply coming out. But literally, there are warehouses full of all of the high value product right now. I'm talking 151, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, and then soon to be the new Team Rocket pack. Warehouses full of these, all owned by MJ Holdings and all being sold by GT Collectibles and Toys. So it's fucking crazy. Anyway, that is my little rant for that. But yeah, isn't that wild? Isn't that wild that this is going on right now? That this is why the market is so fucked. Now, a big part of it is that, you know, if they were selling stuff on a secondary market and nobody was buying it, of course they would have to lower their prices. The problem is people are buying it because of this artificial scarcity. The demand is high. The demand is not higher than it's always been. It's just the supply is being withheld by the distributor. And that is something that no regular person has access to. It's not the only reason fucked. It's fucked. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, and then like of course you've got like the big rip and shippers who were just buying pallets and pallets and pallets of stuff directly from those distributors and kind of backdooring it or giving them kickbacks or whatever. So there's a lot of screwy shit going on right now. So those of you today that were able to snag some Pokemon product at MSRP, fuck yeah, guys. You guys rock. More power to you. And stick with it, because I think that that's the important thing is we can't let the scalpers win. We can't let these companies win. So the only thing we can do is vote with our wallets and to not pay those prices. I think demand is higher, but not a lot. Just, yeah, of course. You know what? You're right, because anytime there's a new like Pokemon game or something like that that releases, there's always a little bit of a bump. But this has been an unprecedented surge of scarcity. Yeah, it's a mix of everything, but I've been yelling about distributors forever now. Yeah, it is super crooked too, because the real victims in all of this are the people who are just trying to buy some packs, or kids that are trying to start their collections, or people who just want to, you know, have a pack or two every now and then to rip. Like, they're not trying to get rich quick. They're not trying to retire. They're not trying to, you know, like a joke about retiring, right? With Pokemon, but I'm literally just joking. But this is not some kind of, you know, get rich quick scheme. So the scalpers that have like jumped onto it are thinking that this is going to be this kind of thing where, yeah, I'm just going to buy out all the stock, buy out everything. But even the scalpers are getting screwed by the distributors. So unless they have an in with the distributor, which I'm sure a lot of them do, or a lot of these whatnot streamers do. Yeah, it's crazy. The idea that people can't buy newly released product that isn't being sold at 50 to 100% markup is insane. Dude, and with Prismatic especially, we're looking at 3 times markup. 3 times the I think Prismatic right now is currently the highest priced product for Pokemon. So you guys being able to get your hands on some today was really freaking cool. Then scalpers started buying like crazy to capitalize on the hype, and then distributors started being shitty to capitalize on the scalper. Yeah, dude, it just keeps looping. And really, the only people who have anything that can put a stop to it would be the Pokemon Company. They have to intervene, and they have done little things here and there to try to curb it. So in a lot of places in the States, they have these giant Pokemon vending machines with big old touchscreen, you know. It's basically a Pokemon Center vending machine. You like touch the product that you want, add as many as you want to cart, and then you check out, right? So what was happening with that was scalpers were stalking the employees who would restock those, and as soon as they would stock it, they'd go in and empty the entire machine out in one go. So the Pokemon Company has instituted updates for all of the machines, where they now limit purchase numbers, so you can't buy more than 2 of any item. And they do periodic drops. So basically, if somebody buys, like, let's say, I don't know, 2 ETBs of one thing, it's going to be maybe an hour or 2 before it'll allow those to be purchasable again from the same machine, which is kind of a cool idea, because the only alternative would be somebody to stay there in front of that machine all day long for hours, just waiting for the next drop. And they also have notices like no loitering, don't stand in front of the machine. So the stores can enforce that and kick people out for loitering. But yeah. Sorry, I know I've been on a rant, but I see that some people posted in the Discord. Let me see what you... Oh, okay. Yeah, let me show this stuff real quick. So I posted this. This is the Pokemon Center. Hi, trainer. Thank you for visiting Pokemon Center. We are experiencing a typical high volume of traffic, so we've set up a virtual queue to help nothing. You are currently in line to enter Pokemon Center. Please keep this window open and stay in the waiting room, and do not refresh or move away from this page. You will automatically be directed to this site. Never. Note, waiting in line will never guarantee product availability, and all product will be out of stock and not available for purchase. Fuck you. That's what a lot of people were feeling today. Oh yeah, jeez. So we now have the rock type EV evolution. I hate this so much. This is awful. Is this a real thing, or is this like a GPT image, like an AI image? Because this is wild. Also, I may need to get that on a t-shirt. Oh, so here's Scraggle with his haul today. Looks like you got a Temporal Forces Twilight Masquerade booster bundle that came with the little eraser. And then right there, that is the Prismatic Evolutions tin right there. So that has 2 Prismatic Evolution packs and a Pokemon coin. And here's a close-up of the eraser. It's a 3D printed model. The best thing you can do is flood the market, but I understand production is limited. You can't just build factories overnight. This has been an issue with Games Workshop and Warhammer for a while, where they simply don't have enough production capacity to meet demand for certain products. They're certainly building another factory to solve it, but it's been a couple of years now and it's not ready yet. Well, the drawback of that is, sure, they can print more and more and more. They could print this forever, but if those new prints are being withheld by the distributor, it doesn't matter how much they print. That distributor is just going to keep stockpiling it, and they will control that entire supply for years to come. Now, there are smaller distributors that can get in underneath, but any hopes of the big suppliers, and I'm talking Walmart, Amazon, Target, Best Buy, those are all being supplied by MJ Holdings. So there is no chance that they're going to. They might trickle little bits here and there, but unless those companies sign different contracts with MJ Holdings to require a certain number of supply, then it's futile. And Walmart, for example, they use what's called a scan and pay system, where basically MJ Holdings owns the product. The Walmart does not own the product. This is why Walmart employees never know when a new restock is going to happen. They don't know when they're going to get new supplies, and they really don't give a shit if people are stealing it, opening packages there on the shelves and leaving it, because it's not their product. So basically, MJ Holdings owns the product. They rent space on the product floor of Walmart, and when that product gets purchased through Walmart, Walmart then pays for it. So pays them for it. So it's if they don't have product, it's no sweat off of Walmart's back. But so anyway, yeah, I have learned so much about the distribution system of Pokemon cards in the last like 4 or 5 days that it's kind of mind blowing. I'm like, wow, what a racket this is to be like a distribution company. They literally hold all the cards. The rock is 3D printed. You can buy them. Oh goodness. Did you open your tin yet? Did it have a matching coin? My coin was Eevee, and I was hoping for Glaceon. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the coins are. My coin was also Eevee, but in blue. I love it so much. They're probably all Eevees. Yeah. Speaking of tins, later in the second half of the stream, I'll be opening up this. I pulled this off of the Pokemon Center about, I think, probably like 3 weeks ago. They did a drop of these tins. I don't know what's in them. I've already taken this plastic off of it, but there's a Dialga EX card in there, and it says it has one foil promo card featuring Kyrogue, Xerneas, or Dialga EX, 4 Pokemon TCG booster packs, and a code card. So yeah, we've got 4 packs in here. And I actually like these tins better. So there's different tins. You've got the 3-pack, the 4-pack, and the 5-pack tins. This is one of the 4-pack tins. I like them better because they're a little deeper and just deep enough that you can store spare packs in them and use them as little storage boxes. So yeah, they're perfect. Or you can put your bulk cards in here too. So they're perfect little tins. But yeah, let's get into some Pokemon TCG Pocket. Sorry about ranting about the awful distribution system of Pokemon cards IRL, but it has been a wild ride the last few days. And I don't know if it's going to get any better. It may get different, but we'll have to see. So yeah, if y'all want to play some Pokemon TCG Pocket with me, I am opening up the queue right now, and you can ! Battle to get added to the battle queue. That tin looks familiar to the Dialga tin I got, but mine was a little different. Mine came with Surging Sparks, so maybe it'll come with one or two of those. Ooh, Surging Sparks! That's the hard shit. I did pick them up on Pokemon Center, so they are relatively new. Before we get into a battle, I'm just going to do my daily duties really quickly. Oh, come on, Leafeon. Let's get this Leafeon here. All right, which one do you guys think has the Leafeon? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So from left to right, top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, this is Rexy's pick? I didn't even see that. 4? Okay. I'll go with 4. But if it's wrong, you have to trade me your Leafeon. Ah! Grosslass. Alright, well, you owe me a Leafeon. You know what? I don't even want Leafeon anyway. Actually, I do. I heard that. Oh, it was in the same spot! See, that's the biggest fuck you of them all, is when you're like overthink it of like where it's going to shuffle to and it stays in the same spot. Like, damn it. Come on. Leafeon is actually, I know, right? This new Leafeon, it has been pretty good. I've been seeing some people using it with Venusaur, I think. All right, let me do these packs. I've got these stored up here. And I need to see how many cards I have left of this set. Hey, what's up, Nat? How you doing? Good to see you, bud. You put it in your Venusaur deck? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you know what? That's what I was going to do today. As a break of the Pokemon drama, I was going to make a deck with my... shit, what's his name? Why am I'm blanking on it. The Demon Dog. Houndoom. Houndoom. I have 3 of the special illustrated Houndooms in this game, so I'm like, you know what? I want to make a deck with them just so I can show them off. I'm done with Triumphant Light. Yes! I need 3 cards from Palkia, Dialga, and done too. Oh shit, hell yeah, dude. Which ones are you looking for the Palkia and Dialgas? You have 5 of those ones? Holy shit, yeah, we're hoarding those ones. I don't know why those ones are the ones I've gotten the most of, but... let me see which ones I need still. Let's see, I forgot where to go. No. Search, okay. Yeah, and then you go down to the bottom, and then you can click which booster pack set. Triumphant Light. So yeah, okay, I've got a few. I'm still 7 away, so I'm missing a Cherim, a Leafeon EX, a Whiscash, a Tyranitar, a Magnezone. Oh, I don't have that Magnezone yet? Oh, it's the Steel Magnezone. That's what it is. A Probopass EX. An Arceus EX. Yeah, so those are the ones I'm missing still. So when we move on from this packs, then I'll be asking to trade for those one. I haven't got Whiscash yet. I guess not. Those are a few that I'm missing. Palkia, I need Licky EX. Didn't you already get one of those? I thought you just pulled one. Magmortar and Regigigas. I actually have a few of those Regigigases. I can trade you one. Which cherry thing do you have? The cherry thing? I can't avoid them. Oh, it's exclamation battle. Exclamation battle in the chat. So right now, Bad Taste is up first, and then you will come in right after in second place, I believe. Yeah, see, I'm just pulling all the stuff I have before. Let me do one more. How many of these pack points do I have? I have over 218. Okay, I can probably crack a few of these. Oh, you know what I should do? Should I just do a 10? A 10 rip? Because I think you need, what, 120 to do a 10 rip? Hey, unknown! Sweet! This is new. I got the unknown. Hey, there's the Whiscash right there, too. The Whiscash Leafa. Yeah, that unknown art is sick. You have it as your lock screen? Oh, that's so cool. I actually really like this one, the Garchomp EX. This one's sick. He's like fighting the Arceus. That one and the Houndoom. The Houndoom is probably my favorite art of the entire game. Unknown is useless though. Does he suck? Let me see. I didn't even look at him. Check. Once during your turn, you may choose either player. Look at the top card of that player's deck, and then hidden power for 20. Yeah, that's kind of lame. All right, I'm gonna do a 10-pack rip, and then we'll get into some battles. What do you say? Let's do it. 10. Wish me luck, guys. I've only got now 5 cards left of the set to complete it. Here we go. Give me some good vibes here. Listen up for the sound effect for when you pull something legendary. Nothing. Another one. Another Houndoom. Man. How rare can they be? They're the most common card I've pulled in this set. That's probably going to be the only illustrated rare I get in this whole 10-pack watch. Most common full art. I think so. Nothing. Hey, there's the Probo Pass. Let's go. So then that means there's only 4 cards I'm missing still? You have a bunch of Sudowoodos. I finally pulled my first Sudowoodo yesterday. There's the Leafeon. Let's go. Oh, 2 of them in the same pack. Hell yeah. Double hit. Hell yeah. I love it. Pack number 7. So if I got 2 of those Leafeons, that means I can throw him straight into a deck. Yep. Pack number 9. All right, last pack. Let's see. Easy E, thank you for following. Appreciate that. All right, last pack. Come on, give me something good. Second Probo Pass. There we go. Now I can build my Probo Pass deck. Although Probo Pass is kind of gross looking. I don't really like that. He's a weird Pokemon. All right, let's get into some battling, guys. So yeah, the battle queue is open right now. Bad Taste, you were first up. So y'all, if you are watching on any platform other than Twitch and you want to get in on the battle queue and run some battles, exclamation battle in the chat, and you will be added to that battle queue. Sweeney Cat, thank you for following. I appreciate that. How are things over on TikTok? Okay, so Bad Taste, how do you want to do this? Do you want to do randoms or do you want to do pre-builds? I know you said that you were working on a deck recently, so you probably wanted to try that out, right? Pre-build. Okay, let's do it. Versus private match. Password Spectre. Let's get into it. Which one am I using today? Ready when you are. It's good if I can get all the pieces out. Okay. Well, I'm curious to see what you've built over the last couple days. Going second. I love it. This game really does kind of penalize you if you end up going first. It's really not fair. Also using what's quickly becoming your favorite card. Oh, cool. I wonder what that is. The cat's climbing on where she's not supposed to be climbing right now. Also using what's... Oh, sorry, I just read that one. I just read that chat. Ooh, Shaman. Is that your favorite card? I do like Shaman. All right, we got Cresselia here too. Ooh, okay, so you looks like you've got like a healing thing going on here. This might be dangerous. Let's try to get some energy going. Yeah, I've seen people using Shaman in a couple of different ways. And there's two forms of it, right? There's the ground one and the leaf one, I believe. Let's see. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here?
Why didn't you pay for this beat, though?
Let's do this. We'll attach another energy. The grass type one is real good. The normal type one is fine. Yeah, they're very support centric kind of cards, right? That's their whole kind of thing. All right, let's get in here and start doing some damage.
Why didn't you pay for this beat, though?
All right, doesn't look like it's coming together for me. You never know, it might. I'm gonna knock this Shaman out of the way. Eat my fist. That's a lot of damage for a little Shaman. All right, I heard something in the Discord. We'll check it here in a little bit. How many Shamans do you have in this deck? Two? I guess, yeah, that makes sense, right? You can't have more than two. I guess that was a rhetorical question. Alright, let's start doing some damage to the Cresselia. Likes funny number. Y'all, if you were watching on any platform other than Twitch, if you come over to twitch.tv/SpectreVision, you can join the battle queue and participate in some of these battles we're doing tonight. Got the basic. I needed 3 turns too late. You know what? Sometimes that happens where you just get like really bad luck on your pulls, like your hand, I guess. Like I was using one of the meta builds and like I could not win a match in like 4 matches in a row. I was just getting shredded. It's just all the luck of the draw sometimes. You really live and die by luck in this game. Oh, I see you healing that up. Okay, okay. Well, let's see if I have a Cyrus in this deck. I don't know if I do. But we'll keep doing some damage here. I know I at least have another Sabrina. I haven't used this deck in a while, and I think I made it before I earned some Cyruses in the game, so I probably don't have them in this deck yet. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. GG's, dude. I guess I won't prolong it. Soloed with the Melmetal. Melmetal does some work, man. If you can get Melmetal powered up, he can kind of carry, because he's very tanky and he does good damage. He just has a huge energy cost, so you got to be able to accelerate that energy quick. You've been saying that Korean cards are a good deal now. Japanese prices have skyrocketed now. People have caught on, But simplified Chinese and Korean cards are still a good deal. You can get the Terrestrial Festival Korean boxes for $50 right now. Yeah, so I actually read a little bit about like what simplified Chinese means. So they hadn't been printing cards in Chinese in China for years. So now that they're like catching up to it, they're covering a lot of ground and accelerating the releases of them, where you can buy like these like jumbo packs, booster packs, and the hit rates are way higher than you can get in those ones than any of the other American ones. Problem is, they're all in Chinese. So I mean, if you're getting it for the art, then it's cool. But I don't know. I like them in English. I like to be able to read my cards. All right, Not, you are up next. And Not, let me know what you want to do. Do you want to do pre-builds or do you want to do a rando? Let me know. Let's do actual ones. Okay. All right, you pick it. You pick yours, and I'll pick mine here. I need to adjust some of these older decks. You know what they should do? They should do a thing where anytime they release a new expansion in the game, they should give you some more deck slots. Because like I don't want to just start deleting my older ones. I want to improve those decks, right, and make them viable again. I know like the power creep is real and things get obsolete, but at least give me some more slots so I can build extra decks. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Ooh, do we want to get a poll going in the chat? We can vote for who we on the poll, a prediction on who we think is going to win this match, and you can win some channel points if you guess correctly. Yeah, I need to go through all of my decks and add some Cyruses because I don't have enough. Cyruses and Sabrinas make the world go around. All right, prediction is started. Place your votes at the top of the chat right now and who you think is going to win this battle. Oh, I'm going first. Lame. I hate going first. Yeah, how many decks are there? Is it 15 or 13? I forget how many it gives you in the game. But it's not enough. We've had 4 expansions now already. So there was the Genetic Apex, Mythical Island, Space Time, Smackdown, and then now the new one. What is this one called? I forget what it's called. Whatever these ones came out of. Ooh, the Tauros. Okay. Tauros can be deadly against EX Pokemon. Triumphant Light, that's the one. Thank you, Ghost, for reminding me. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. Take a little peek-see. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the Discord. I was supposed to check that after that last match. All right, votes are up in the chat, y'all. Vote on who you think is going to win this match. Oh man, things are popping off in the Discord. I'll tab over there in a sec. I have mixed feelings about loading your deck with Sabrina's and Cyrus cards. It's very disruptive for your opponent's decks, and basically it ruins their energy curve, which is really good if you want to win, but it's like really bad for both of you if you would like to actually play Pokemon. Yeah, I know. It'll at least help get through those win streak events, because those are a pain in the ass. All right, let's just keep getting some energy here. Oh my god. 3 tails? 3 tails? Come on. What a waste. Yeah, once that Tauros comes in, I'm going to be in trouble here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Actually, let's do... No. We'll keep it. We'll let it ride. Let it ride. I know, I am coin cursed. I have the worst luck when it comes to flipping coins, man. I feel like I always get screwed on coins. But like my opponent... I had an opponent... I was going up against somebody the other day who was using a Sabrina... Not Sabrina, Misty. They flipped 5 on their first turn. And they basically had their Gyarados fully powered up by turn 2. There was no way I lasted in that battle. I mean, I made it last as long as I could. But yeah, by turn 3, I was cooked. Do you want more live cards or should I stop? Oh, okay. We'll see. You're talking about the Discord, huh? Yeah, remind me after this battle. I will tab over to the Discord and see what you guys have been chatting about in there. The funny thing is, I'm not getting any other Pokemon here. I always use more. It gets points even if they gave me dupes. Yeah. I use it to try new decks and brew. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out here. We're going to put in this Moltres and raise some energy going. If I can get any heads. 1. One's better than none, I guess. Radical, I keep collecting these piles of them, and I feel real bad passing them to you at card night. Well, I mean, I always like getting like the bulk cards and stuff. Those are really good for like filling out binders and you know, kind of like... And they're usually from different eras too, so it's not just of the recent ones. Because I have most of like the recent common cards of Scarlet Violet. In fact, that's the series, the set I have the most of is Scarlet Violet. But yeah, I like getting like the bulk pack cards because one, sometimes when they make them, they'll put a bunch of holofoils in there too. And sometimes the hit rates are better than, you know, just an average pack that you find at the store. But yeah, I especially like it for building up my decks, my binders. All right, one of us is going to have to do an attack here, man. We're going to have to get some fighting going on here. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to go to our local comic store cards shop after work today. I ended up staying a little bit later and had to come home. But I'm hoping that I can maybe go this weekend because there's a couple cards I've been looking for for one of my battle decks IRL. Maybe I'll see if they have it there. I mean, they're like 10-cent cards on TCG Player, and I ordered them online, but they probably won't be here in time for our Poke Night. Yes. Hey, what up, Hannah? How you doing? How's your night going? It's me, Leah Bunny. Oh, hey! Welcome. How are things? How you doing? Frickin' potions, man. How many... those potions. I forgot about what is that card? The one where she heals anybody with the water energy? Irida. Yes, that is handy, especially if you're running multiple colors. I opened 10 pack and got scanned. Oh no! What happened? All right, let's do this. We're gonna retreat out. Not one hit? Dang. I just opened 10 right now and got a few good ones. Some of the ones I was missing at least. So that was good. I think I still have 3 left of this set to finish them all. As this theme song goes, gotta finish them all. You got some new normal cards, but no hits? Damn, that sucks. You know, sometimes I feel like I have worse luck pulling hits whenever I open 10 at a time than when I open individually. From the pack with Arceus on it. Oh, those are the ones that you did. That's the space... No, that's a new one. Triumphant Light. Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry. It'd be like that sometimes, though. Oh, I don't have any more basic Pokemon. Alright, I think I got this in the bag. Unless you got something else in that deck that can take out this Charizard, I think I have this win. Oh yeah, I forgot I take 40 damage for that. That's actually kind of handy putting the rock helmet on the dragon dude. Dragon Pult. No, Judagon. Alright, GG's. Alright, next up. Ghost, you are up next. GG's not. That was a good one. It took us a while before we got our first kill, but I knew that Tauros was going to be a problem, so I tried to get him as soon as I could. You want to do a random? Okay, so... Oh, you got a hit. What was the hit, Hannah? Okay, so... Let me do the type here. Alright, here's going to be yours. Oh yeah, check the disco. Okay, so I'll do this first, give you time to make your deck. So you have a 5 and a 6 or 9. 5 and a 9. So that is Fire and Dragon. And my 2 are 1/1 Grass. Ooh, okay. I hate coin flip, takes no skill. Just brain up. I know, right? I also want a rematch. So give me that. Okay, yeah, hit exclamation in battle and you'll be added back to the queue, guys. What was the one that I had? I had Grass. Let me make the deck real quick and I'll check the Discord so I don't forget. Okay, new deck. Nope, not that. Edit. Oh, you had a non-EX, by the way. Oh, interesting. I had Garchomp EX in the first one. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Garchomp. I need to. I've seen people build decks with him and Lucario that are pretty good. All right, so we're auto building Leaf. Oof. It's probably gonna throw a bunch of stage 2s in there. All right, let me check the Discord. Let's see what you guys have been talking about over there behind my back. Got the Knackley Madness. Recently bought a Korean one last night. Still love them. Oh, that's the Korean one. Oh, nice. Look at that. That is cute. Well, I didn't know how I didn't know this, but Nat just has been opening packs in Pocket, and I saw this and recognized the WADA right away. These are exhibition arts, never released in the actual TCG, that people have been longing for. Oh, interesting. Oh, look at that. I have not seen this one before. I love the rainbow. These are the rainbow rares is what people call them. They're the full art, I mean, the illustrated double rares is I guess what they are. That is cool. I got my ass kicked by a Galad EX deck yesterday, trying out one of the new meta decks. This is the Gardevoir that doesn't exist, but you really want. Oh, dude, that would be sick. Oh, I love it. It's like a painting. I just love a good art card, you know? Like, that's awesome. Super cool stuff. Yeah, guys, feel free to share any pulls that you are getting in the Discord. If you are not a member of the Discord, we'll drop that link in the chat, and you can join up and share your pulls with us. And here in a little bit, when we switch over, I will crack open this bad boy. It's a little tin. We'll do some real pack pulls. All right. Ghost, you're up. Let's do this. Let's battle here. You ready? So we're doing the randos here. So I forgot which elements you were. Ooh, thank you for dropping the Discord link, Ghost. If there's downtime that cards, I'll be trying to build a Knackley deck. Hell yeah. Dragonfire. Okay, so Dragonfire versus Grass type. All randoms. We let the computer auto build it for us. Let's do this. And the rule is that we're not allowed to look at it either. But I have to make sure I select it because it kept the last one. All right, here we go. All right, next up in the queue, we have Scraggle, Bad Taste, and then Not. And then after that, we'll probably close it. So actually, I'll close the queue now. And then once we get through all the queue, then we will switch over to do some pack rips. All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry about the ad, guys. We're going to take a little ad break here in about a minute and a half. But I promise it won't be very long. Okay, so this is what it threw on me. All right, okay, interesting. I find it funny when it doesn't give me my like full art cards. It gives me the basic art ones. Like, why? I don't get it. Ooh, we got a Garantina on the board. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, that's pretty. So I bet you it's probably going to screw with your energy because you probably have fire, leaf, and psychic energy in this deck. Google said the Discord link is not working anymore. What? Okay. Give me a second. I will try to fix that. You know what? We were having issues with it the other day. Hannah, give me a second after this match. We will make sure that we will get you in on the Discord. He'll soak up some damage. There you go. He's just a big wall there for you. Oh yeah, Scraggle. I think Twitch won't let you put any links in the chat. Huh, I don't know why it's not working. Did those links expire? Is that what happens with it? Let me see if I can just do it right now really quickly. Invite people, copy, and I'll paste it here in the chat. Okay, that should be it right there. Okay. Trying to get my Celebi powered up here. There we go. It worked. It worked for you, Hannah. Huh? Yeah. I wonder why that didn't work. I need to change the command then on the bot, the Streamlabs bot. Then remind me to fix that after this battle, and I will fix that. Also, thank you for joining the Discord. But yeah, we have a channel that's called Pokemon, where feel free to share anything that you want in there, Pokemon related. We even have a few Digimon things in there. But if you're opening packs, we would love to see what you pull. And there's also a food gallery where you can upload pictures of what you're eating today. If you need a good pick-me-up, I suggest looking at the Moira's Pals channel, where everyone has been sharing pictures of their pets, and it's super cute. And that always kind of cheers me up if I'm feeling a little blue. Oh, I got a lawnmower. What the hell is this? Ugh, I hate those Rotoms. All right, here we go. Now feel the wrath of this armed and fully operational battle station. I wonder how many coin flips I can do. Like, does it cap you out at how many coin flips you can do? I know it caps you out. There's a damage cap. I think the damage is like 980, I think. My office setup is legit. Oh, thank you.
Want to join us?
Onward. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've put a lot of work into designing this backdrop. It's evolved a little bit over the years, but yeah, this is all practical. This is not a green screen. This is real here. I don't know if I can give you a better look at it, but let me see. Nope, that's just a couch. What are my other camera angles here? I'll just cycle through my camera angles. Nope, that's the booster box where the TV is. Yeah, I guess I don't have any that give a really good look of it. But if I clear out of the way, you might be able to see it. Battle Station Onion Fairy. Exactly, he's like a little... Is he a fairy? Is that what Celebi is? Celebi's a fairy? The production quality is incredible. I appreciate that. I really do. Onward. When I started streaming, the one thing I really wanted to strive for was like quality, like sound, picture, aesthetic. Like I've tried to really cultivate that. Content-wise, I'm not very entertaining, but at least it looks good and it sounds good. That's, I think, half the battle. Yeah, so when we first started streaming, I was streaming with my partner, and both of us were running our own cameras, our own microphones, and then we have a camera in the back for the cats, and a microphone in the back for the cats. So it's a lot of stuff. Is that just a TV tuned to a random station? So no, actually, this is a real black and white TV. So we actually picked this up at a thrift store. And through a series of adapters and cable connectors and all this kind of stuff, I was able to hook up an Amazon Fire TV stick to it. And I found a YouTube playlist that just shows clips of random horror movies. And I just play that on a loop in the background. So this is just a YouTube video that's just looping constantly in the background. But yeah, that was a whole struggle on its own, was to get this to take an Amazon Fire Stick. It's bananas. I know, right? It's these weird like little details that like I put so much time and effort to. I'm so glad that you've noticed it, because most of the time people don't notice it, or they don't even like say anything about it. So I'm just like, why did I spend a week trying to figure out how to make this work? All right, here we go. 10 coin flips. 7 out of 10. Woo! 350 damage. Good lord. Oh man, GG's not gonna punch you. I deserve it. I find that the environment can change the way you feel so much. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and what's really funny, so behind me, it looks like that's a brick wall, right? And you can't see this wall as much as we used to be able to, but this is a wood panel wall. These are not the real walls. I wish I still had my wide angle camera hooked up that I could show you the entire room, but those are actually like 4 foot by 8 foot slabs that you can get at Home Depot of fake brick. So basically just stapled them to the wall to make it look like real brick. And then of course, you know, I have a bunch of different lights that I've strategically placed throughout. Like if you could see the entire room, I've got 2 lights right here. Then I've got lamps over here that are just adding ambience. I've got 2 lights hanging from the ceiling lighting the background. The hanging light in the background right behind me. And then I've got a green light splashing over there, a red light splashing over there, 1 mini light that's lighting the booster box right here, and then another blue one that I added down here just to light my merch. So yeah, I'm running a lot of lights in here. And later when we switch over, I'll activate my other webcam that is my overhead camera, so when we do some Pokemon pack pulls, you get a good look at it. Yeah, piece of I'm sorry, Ghost. That was kind of rough. It reminds me of the photography guys from Spider-Man's office. Are you talking about? Wait, which Spider-Man? There's been a lot of Spider-Mans. Ooh, you changed your profile pic, Ghost. Yeah, that was something. Again, when we first started streaming, I was like, we had set out on a mission to really, really, really make the sound and the video quality. And I recently upgraded this camera, but yeah, that was Peter Parker ones. Okay. Yeah, with just all the stuff in the background. All right, so Scraggle, you are up next. How do you want to do this? Do you want to do randos? Or do you want to do pre-builds? You call it. Either or. Loving the new Bleach game, so peak. Oh, is there a new Bleach game? I am not familiar with it. Constructed, please. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm gonna go with this one. Water deck here. Ready when you are. Here, let me get up from my chair and see if I can give you a good look at as good of a look of the scene as you can get. I'm actually due for like remodeling a little bit because once Molly stopped streaming, I've been due to kind of redesign the backgrounds to make it like back here. We're not really seeing anything good over here in this corner, so I think I can maximize that space a little bit. And we're not seeing a lot of the stuff on the wall that we used to see. So I think I'm due for kind of reorganizing things. We might get rid of the conspiracy board and maybe change that to maybe a poster or something. Because it's gotten ripped up from the cats and it just doesn't look as good as it used to. It's definitely worth tidying it up a little bit. It's just sometimes hard to find time to do it. Come on, Misty. Damn it. Every fucking time with Misty. Oh, jeez, I can never catch a break with Misty. Onward, I really appreciate you popping in and telling me that you appreciated the design. That's really cool. Yeah, you kind of take for granted sometimes how much like work you put into these things, but I love that you recognize that. That really made my day. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm doing something over here on the side. I just hate Misty as a card. It's too unfair. I know, dude. I never hit with the Misty. but my opponents always hit with it against me. So like, I never have success with Misty. And unfortunately, I've got a long way to go to build this guy up. I really needed that Misty to hit. At least just give me one. What's the most that you think anybody has gotten in a Misty before? What's the most that you guys have gotten on a Misty? I think the most I've ever got is maybe 4. And I only needed 1. I was trying to power up a Starmie and to be able to attack on second turn. I mean, on my second turn. And I just needed 1 extra energy to be able to pull it off. And I ended up flipping 4. I honestly don't think it's unfair at all. It's just swingy. Yeah, okay, I get that, yeah. You gave me some great ideas for my office. I think in a tournament setting, it could be too game-changing. Oh, I'm glad that I was able to give you some good ideas. Yeah, so, you know, starting off streaming, we were mostly just streaming horror games. I'm a big horror fan. Horror and sci-fi, and then we kind of went into... I don't know. Then I just started streaming whatever the heck I felt like playing, and now we're on Pokemon. So, but I still, you know, am in love with horror. So I still keep that aesthetic and that vibe in the back. I think you've seen at least 6. Oh man, can you imagine how good that must feel to flip 6 Misties, get 6 heads on the Misties? Oh my god. I think Cyrus is more unfair than Misty, to be honest. Oh, I know. I feel like Cyrus always happens to me right when I swap out. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm pulling out my Pokemon to safety, and then I'm like, he better not have a Cyrus in there. And then sure enough, boom, they drop a Cyrus on me. You love horror games. What's your favorite horror game? Oh, man. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and more so the classic ones. The classic Resident Evil games are ones that I have played through so many times. I freaking love them. Oh, he just conceded. We were building to something. Yeah, my favorite Resident Evil is the remake of the original Resident Evil. That one I think is the best. Not only the best game in the series, but also one of the best remakes ever made. You haven't been able to get into Resident Evil. Oh, interesting. I know it's not for everybody, but the cool thing about Resident Evil games is depending on which era you jump into it, it's kind of got something for everybody. So the original ones were more slow-paced, puzzle solving, very slow combat, strategic games, right? Then they kind of evolved more into an action-based shooter game. And then, yeah, so they've just kind of evolved over time. Then it became like a first-person horror, which a lot of people like too. So it's a little bit of everything. RE2 Remake is probably the best intro if you've tried... Oh, dude, I love the RE2 Remake. That one was really, really good. Although there were some things about it that I feel the original did better. I do think, though, as a remake went, it was pretty damn good. All right, Bad Taste, you were up. How are we doing this? We doing randos or we doing pre-builds? You pick it. You really like the new Silent Hill. So Silent Hill 2 was one of the only Silent Hill games I actually completed, the original one. I have not played the remake yet, but it looks very scary. You really prefer the puzzling aspect, which it was strange if you're not a big fan of Resident Evil, because that would seem like it would be right up your alley then. You want to try this deck again? Okay, cool. Let me pick something else here. Let's see. What am I going with? Let's do this. Hoping to actually get some decent draws this time. Maybe I didn't try the right Resident Evil game. If you can, and it actually might be on sale right now because Steam is having a spring sale, and usually the Resident Evil games will go on sale for really cheap. But if I can recommend any of them, it's Resident Evil HD Remaster. It's the original game remade and remastered into HD. That one is really cool. It's very puzzle based, but with just enough action to keep you No, not you are after this one. You are in the next place. Yeah, if you keep an eye out on the Streamlabs post, it'll tell you who's next, who's up next. But yeah, so Bad Taste is right before you. It's the the GameCube remake, exactly. Yeah, and then they re-released it on PC in HD. It's really, really good. And it's surprisingly spooky too. Like I remember playing it with headphones on. It's really very atmospheric, and visually it holds up pretty well. There's only one part of the game that I absolutely hate, and it's where you have to turn on colored lights onto paintings, and I hate it because I'm colorblind, so I never know if I'm using the right lights to turn on the puzzle, to solve the puzzle. And if you get it wrong, then you get attacked by a bunch of crows, and it's very frustrating for me because I'm colorblind, so it takes me a long time to get through that puzzle. GameCube is my favorite console of all time, my childhood right there. I never owned a GameCube. I wanted to because there were some really good games on GameCube. The original Resident Evil 4 came out on GameCube. So, I mean, I can see colors. There's just when certain colors are together, grouped together, I can't differentiate them. So, like, dark blues, purples, and blacks all kind of blend together. And then like neon colors like neon yellow, orange, and green, they get muddied together. I don't know what the actual term is for that type of color blindness, but yeah, there are times when like oranges look like yellow, what you would think would be yellow or red. So like I've been like, oh yeah, hand me the red one, but it's like very clearly orange. And then I just look like an idiot because I don't. It looks like I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not getting very good cards here, guys. This ain't looking good for me. Oh, you love GameCube. It's a great system. What was your favorite GameCube game? I really like the Star Wars. What is it? The Rogue Squadron. Those games were super cool. But apart from that, I really didn't play a whole lot of GameCube games. Like I said, I never had a GameCube, and I've only played some of the games now through emulation, and those were some of the better ones I really liked. I didn't like the layout of the controller. It felt very inorganic to me. But I think the worst controller of all time is the Nintendo GameCube controller. Oh my god. That thing was a frickin' mess of a controller. Whoever designed that... Oh boy. Yeah, N64 was the worst. That thing was... It was ugly. Dude, the GameCube controller is amazing when you get used to it. I don't know. I just... I think all of the buttons being different sizes just was not like braining with me. The trigger and bumper stagger grip is great. You're just gonna sit there and heal your bench, aren't you? Here, kill him. Where the hell are my Pikachus? Need my frickin' Pikachus. The buttons being different sizes helps my brain. Really? So maybe it's just more of like a tactile thing. Ricky, how you doing? Good to see ya. How you been? What's new? There it is.
It's Pikachu! It's Pikachu!
You need that one card to finish the combo. Listen, I'm going to kill one of your Pokemon. If it's the last thing I do. Onward! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for subbing. You followed and subbed in the same one? Alright, so after this match, remind me, we have a little thing that whenever somebody subs, we feed the cats. So I will give the cats a cat treat here in a second. There's not one in here. I'll have to shake the jar and get them to come in here. But yeah, as for games, I just about everything a person would want to play on that system, and I have lots of love there. That's so cool. How many do you... I have 2 cats, and hopefully they'll both come when I start shaking that jar. I have updates on my life, both good and bad, but I'm not saying bad on stream because I don't want to bring down... I totally understand. But yeah, if you ever need to talk about it privately, you can always message me on Discord or something. Okay. This is gonna get rough here for me. Shake that cat. Where are you from? I appreciate the question. I try not to answer that on stream, just in case. You understand. Are those Smolives? Yes, Smolives is my favorite. No worries. All right, I'm gonna kill something. Give me something to kill here. All right, Shaman it is. Getting one kill in there. Oh, I just saw your Smolives emote. That is cool. The question is, will I have enough to be able to take out your Cresselia? I don't think so. Okay, I gotta play this smart here. We'll heal up. We'll do this. Do I collect Pokemon cards as well? Oh, I've recently gotten back into the hobby. Yes, in fact, after the next battle, we will switch the stream over and I will open up... I'm going to be opening up this on stream. This is it's a Dialga EX tin. It's got 4 packs in it. So we'll be opening that after this next battle. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, retreating. Putting him in there. Will this be enough to do enough damage? I don't know. You just got back into Pokemon about 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, you collect the Japanese cards. Good, because the Japanese ones are technically a little cheaper right now. English is too expensive, but I have heard that Japanese has been going up recently too. All right, Ricky says, good update is I'm talking to someone and will hopefully have a boyfriend in December. Hell yeah, dude. Good for you. Congratulations. We're not going to jinx it. We're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Play it cool, you know? Play it cool. Let things happen naturally. I always feel like that's the best kind of way to approach new relationships. Is just kind of let them happen on their own. Don't overthink them.
It's Pikachu!
I need to find a way to make that automatically trigger that sound effect whenever I pull a Pikachu. Okay. I don't think I have an avenue of winning here. So... fuck it. I'm going down swinging. English is too expensive. Yeah. And you know what? We were just talking about it earlier in the stream. Today was kind of madness for Pokemon drops. So Pokemon Center dropped the Prismatic Evolution Special Premium Collection, and it sold out super fast online. Costco had a drop. Luckily, our local Target had a restock today, and some of us were able to get some Prismatic Evolution booster packs. So I know those are super hard to come by, but getting anything at retail price is a freaking win when it comes to Pokemon cards. Japanese is better quality. You can still get some Japanese booster boxes for around $50. The texture hollow foil on the Japanese cards, way better than the American ones. Like, the detail in it is so intricate. It's so cool. All right, Not. You are up. GG's bad taste. You royally kicked my ass there. I was just prolonging the death. All right, last battle of the night, and then we're going to switch it over and start opening some packs. Technically, we want to wait for a year before we make it official. Oh, a whole year. Ooh, interesting. That's going to be cool. All right, now, how do you want to do this? Do you want to do this randos, or do you want to do pre-builds? You call it. Prismatic evolution packs in the wild is crazy. I know. I got lucky. So Pokemon Center had a release of the 3-pack booster blisters, and I was able to scoop one up of Prismatic. Oh, we gotta feed these cats real quick. Okay, listen up. I'm gonna try to get the cats in here, and we'll give them a treat. Archie, come here. This is Archie. Say hello. Okay, not... What do you mean by team? Do you mean... Oh, real. Okay, we're doing our real ones. Okay. Let me see. Let's go Darkness. Ready when you are. Let's do it, Not. That's what Autumn said. Still took a while to get the full setup out. I really hope to add rare candies to TCG Pocket to make decks built around Stain Shoes more viable. I feel like the game is already kind of like sped up. That I think if they do add rare candies to the game, that may break it. That may break it. There's some cool Chinese exclusive sets that are also cheap. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that too. About how the Chinese packs are doing the simplified, right? So they're basically cramming 4 or 5 sets into one set and keeping all of the hit rates really high. So yeah, if you're looking for hits, Chinese is the way to go, because I think their standard packs are like 20 cards instead of 10. So you get a lot in there. You're researching. All right, what's going on? I don't know why it's not finding you. It's already so fast with energy acceleration. I know, right? Maybe, but the speeding up has basically made it hard to build around stage 2s. That's true. Yeah, meta is still basic and stage 1 in EX Pokemon. That's true. And anybody who's running stage 2, they end up running the same kind of strategy. It's keeping them on the bench while you can build them up, because they're basically useless until they get to their stage 2 and fully powered. So yeah, it's kind of, everybody just kind of camps on that until they can get their stage 2 up and running. What about like V maxes or whatever, EX pluses? Well, I guess they're going to start adding mega evolutions to the real game, right? Maybe they'll add mega evolutions to the pocket. Do you have the password spelled correctly? There it is. Okay, here we go. All right, last fight of the night, and then we will start opening some real packs. But I really don't like the V and VMAX Pokemon. I'm putting together a battle deck that has Mewtwo V in it, because Mewtwo is my favorite Pokemon. So I wanted to feature him in a battle deck IRL. So, but I know he's getting phased out of rotation. They just take powerful stage 1s and stage 2s and make them basic so they rip shit immediately. Yeah, I know. They're all out. They all rotate out. I know. But you know what? I'm not trying to compete in official Pokemon League tournaments anyway, so just having fun. Ooh, that's a pretty Mew EX. Look at that. That is a pretty card. I don't have that one. I do have the hidden Mew card, though, but it's not an EX. The hidden one that you get for collecting all of the Kanto Pokemon. They're all too old and will be out of rotation. Yep, it'd be like that. Give me Magnemite. Nope. That's the promo Darkrai. I'm just gonna slowly chip away with 20 damage. Oh man, I saw the craziest video on Twitter today. So there's this streamer, and she's doing her stream, right? And she's sharing her desktop screen and is like changing tabs over, and accidentally tabs over to a web browser where she has a stream bot. Speaking of bots right here, pulled up, and everybody sees that she's using a view bot to have viewers, to like bump her viewer numbers, and immediately gets called out on it, and they ended up banning her. Thank you, Bad Taste.
That's it. You're banned.
We ban you! You are banned!
You're banned.
You're banned!
You're banned.
But yeah, she was like, basically, I guess she was paying a bot to like send bot viewers to her channel, but left the dashboard open up on her screen, and everybody saw it. And I think Twitch banned her. Like they took her down. But how crazy is that, though? Like, I guess I don't understand what the purpose of that is. Like, sure, you can get your viewer count up, but that doesn't really mean anything. If people aren't like engaging with your stream or talking to you, or, you know, subbing or cheering or whatever, then like you're not really benefiting from that. Then it's just like, what, bragging rights? That's all it is? You just want to say that you had a lot of people in your stream? Like, but you didn't. They were all bots. I don't know. Getting exposure, I guess that's true. Yeah, because I guess technically the way that like Twitch prioritizes games, like the way people get sorted, yeah, they're sorted by the most viewers. So I guess that's probably what was going on there. I don't know. At that point, it reeks of desperation. Isn't it a thing where the higher viewer count makes it more like, that's true, you will be, so if you click on a game, it sorts it by whoever has the most viewers of that game. In fact, Onward, I'm curious, how did you find this stream? I'm always curious about how people find my stream in the wild. Do you have any other Pokemon in there other than that Mew? It was under TCG Pocket. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm curious on where I popped up on that. You just scrolled across it. Well, I'm glad that you popped in. I appreciate you coming in. You are always welcome here. There's plenty of room for you on the couch. All right. Next turn, I'm going to start doing some attacking. But yeah, what's really funny though is in this video, you can see her. She realizes that she has her screen sharing, and she's like, uh-oh. And then she tries to play it off, and she's like, oh, guys, sorry, I have to stop the stream real quick. Streamlabs says I need to reset something, and I'll be right back. But what she did was she canceled the stream, deleted the VOD, and then started the stream back up. And she was like, oh, yeah, sorry, Streamlabs I had to reset some settings in Streamlabs. Nah, they caught you. Oh, you're gonna give me a compliment. So technically, Archie is the cat, but I will take that compliment. Thank you. How often do you stream? So we stream every Tuesday night and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, where we've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. That has been my jam for a while. Pokeballs, bro. I know, man. You gotta do something here. I'm about to pop in with this Darkrai and start laying waste. Can I get a redo? It's the luck of the draw, man. That's how it happens sometimes. I'll tell you what. I will not swap in my Darkrai just yet. I will buy you one more turn here. What day and time? Sorry, my stream cut out. So Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. And if you ever need to check, the schedule should be on my About Me page on Twitch. If you look down below, I don't know if you're watching on mobile or not, but it should be down there. You should be able to see the schedule. So yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. You can catch us doing some more Pokemon. We've streamed a lot of different stuff. For a while, I was doing some horror games, sci-fi stuff. We were doing some co-op games. We were doing Baldur's Gate for a while. That was a lot of fun. But we haven't been able to get our Baldur's Gate crew back together for some time. But yeah, we still need to finish Baldur's Gate. All right, you've got one more turn. Let's see if you can make something out of this. Hey, Baldur's Gate. Exactly, right? You missed Nolga and the crew. I know. We need to get back into it. All right. GG's not. GG's. All right, guys. It is time to switch over the stream to some pack rips. Sorry, now we're going to switch it over. I'm already behind schedule on that. But to be continued on the next one. No Pokemon. I know, man. It happens. It happens. I know. It sucks. What else did you have in that deck? I always make sure to send a thank you too. Want to do one quick rematch? Okay. All right, but we'll make it quick, okay? Go quick. All right, we're gonna do this. But if you lose again, I don't want to hear any complaining. I don't want to hear a sob story. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. I also need some more wine. I need to top up my wine glass. Guys, I'm excited to open some cards tonight. So, according to Bad Taste, there may be some Surging Sparks in here. I haven't opened it. I took the wrapper off, but I haven't opened it yet. Surging Sparks, I think, are the second most expensive packs right now in the TCG. I think that the top ones are Prismatics. Those ones are almost like 20 bucks a pack. It's insane. I think Surging Sparks are going somewhere around like 15. They've been coming down a little bit, and then like 151s are around 10 or 11. Maybe it's not exactly the same as your 10. Okay, so there were 3 of a kind that they released on the Pokemon Center, and I got one of each. So one had like a Dialga, one had a Kyogre, and one had a Xerneas. So I got each of them. I think Surging Sparks might be cheaper than 151. Really? Oh, I thought it was more expensive. I feel like last time I checked. Yeah, I think Surging. Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right, because a booster bundle of Surging Sparks is around like $47 market. I think for 151 it's like 60 bucks, or no, 68 bucks. And then Prismatics, I don't even know what those are costing now. What are those listing as on the market price? I'm not even like that interested in the Prismatic Evolution set. I just, you know, I have the first packs that I'm ever going to open. I'll save them for stream to open them on stream. But again, like I said, I'm not like chasing them. I'm not trying to get rich off of that Umbreon the way people are. Surging Sparks booster bundles are at the local game store for $39. Oh, hey, they've gone down in price. At that price, it's kind of worth it. I mean, it's still over market, but although I don't think I need any more Surging Sparks, I think I'm okay with Surging Sparks right now. I've got some in here. Okay, now you've got a lot more Pokemon this time around. Not. I'm really excited for the Destined Rivals, the new Team Rocket themed set. It looks pretty dope because not only does it have Team Rocket on the artwork for it, but there's also has Mewtwo on it too. And I'm like, oh my god, I need that. I love Mewtwo. Mewtwo is my thing. I have a binder. I'm collecting Mewtwo cards. I feel like everybody kind of needs a thing, right? Every collector needs a thing. Like Ghost, for instance, collects dog type Pokemon. I collect Mewtwo's, and Scraggle collects Gardevoirs. I'll check the Discord here in a second, see what you guys are talking about over there. Today's technically my Friday. I don't work tomorrow, so that's nice. I was feeling sick yesterday. Like, so Tuesday, we were having massive windstorms. And it made my allergies so bad. Like, I got so sinus impacted. And then I was taking decongestants like crazy. And then it just all just drains into your throat. So, I had like a really bad sore throat, and it's a little bit sore right now, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday I was like, ugh, I don't want to go to work, so I didn't end up going into work yesterday. I'm stoked to make an Iono's Pokemon deck with Journey Together. I want to make use of the Bellabolt Electric Steamer. So I think we're actually doing all right with Journey Together. So we were able to get our hands on an ETB, booster box, and a couple of bundles, like 3-pack bundles. So like, I think I'm set for Journey Together, but there are some cool ones in there. I really, really, really want the Misty art card in there because it looks fucking rad. She's like swimming with the Starmie. Oh, looks so cool. All right, where are my Pokemon here? I need my Magnetons. Come on, heads. Damn, never. But yeah, Journey Together seems like it'll be pretty cool. But I'm just really excited about this Team Rocket one, the Destined Rivals. That's going to be dope. I have a feeling it's going to go crazy the way that Prismatic did and the way that Surging Sparks did, where it's just going to get scalped to hell. And there's going to be such a shortage of availability for it. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, I need to kill this fucking Mewtwo already. There's the Magneton. I was looking for this guy. Do I even have any other basic Pokemon in here? Let me see. Oh, I do. Got another Darkrai. Hell yeah. Might as well flop him down. Alright, let's kill this Mewtwo. Oh, I didn't even need to put the energy on him because he's weak against it. I forget about weaknesses with that. Alright, I think I still stand a chance here. Okay, okay, good move, good move. Let's see, how much damage can you do? You can do 50. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna transfer an energy. We're gonna attach an energy. And we're gonna win. GG's, dude. GG's. That one was pretty close. Alright. Let's see what's going on in Discord. I hear a lot of people talking over there. Oh, this is the prices in Canada. Oh goodness. Oof. Limit 10 per customer? Jeez. And everything is having to come off of the secondary market. Also, dude, how do you have so many tabs up on your browser? This is nuts, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's rough, dude. Those prices are high. Don't tab shame me. Such a cheesy deck, holy Mag Drew the God Darkrai. Makes it cringe hard. Oh man. Oh, that's the Bellbolt, huh? That's the new one, the Ionis one. Oh, that looks cool. Here for the tab roast, what are you doing? No, I won't shame him again. Okay, let me switch the camera over. I'm gonna take a 2-second break, and we're gonna start opening some real packs. What do you say, gang? We're gonna start with this, the Dialga EX10. Oh, read the ability. Okay, what does it say? Electric Steamer. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic electric energy card from your hand to one of your Ionos Pokemon. Oh, dang. As many times? That's pretty nuts. There's a new Jigglypuff EX that's part of Trainer 1 too that looks pretty dope. It has a very similar kind of... it's like it does damage based on how many Pokemon are on the bench for both you and your opponent. So I think at the most it can do like 220 damage or something like that. Like it can do a lot of damage if you both have full benches. All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me pour myself some wine, switch this over. We're going to take a quick break. I will be right back for some packs. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Mommy knows best. I love you. I can tell by your face just how you feel. Baby, so real. Baby, so real.
Even a sparkler can be dangerous if you don't take care. A sparkler stays hot even when it's out. Make sure your child doesn't start November the 6th like this.
Count Chocula and Frankenberry meet the fruity yummy mummy.
Hey, have
have a bite. It's new Fruity Yummy Mummy cereal.
Big, yummy marshmallows.
So monstrously big there. Monster Mellows. With Yummy Mummy Monster Mellows. Fruity Yummy Mummy makes your tummy go yummy.
Monster Mellows in Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and now new Fruity Yummy Mummy cereal. Part of this complete breakfast.
Makes your tummy go yummy.
It's the truth. Your principal can't smile, can't swim, can't rap, and I can't stand bubble tape. Your school bus driver can't drive, wears curlers, makes funny noises, won't try bubble tape. No way, Jose. Bubble tape. It's 6 feet of bubble gum for you.
All right, guys. You ready to rip some packs? Ready to do this? So we are going to start it off with this Dialga EX tin. So I got this off of Pokemon Center as part of like a they released 3 different tins like on the same day. I was able to scoop them, one of each up. All right. I wish you many rats. The streamer ability is nuts cool. Oh, okay, streamer, she shoots like you. Oh, I gotta check that out. Yeah, I haven't really looked too much into like what the attacks and stuff are for some of the new Journey Togethers, but I guess I'll see when I start getting those packs. All right, here we go. Let me center this a little bit. There we go. You can read that nice and clear. Spectrovision playmat. I love this thing. All right, so we're gonna crack this bad boy open. See what we got in here. So this is that $200 Dialga EX card, right? The rarest card of the whole game. Although I've been surprised, sometimes the ones that come in like the battle decks, the EX cards that come in the battle decks are actually worth a decent chunk of change. Like the Charizards are worth like $6 a piece. Like they're pretty decent. Too bad the centering is off. Yeah, I think people are trading for those for Lamborghinis. Dude, can you imagine? I mean, I guess that's pretty much what Logan Paul was doing, right? He's paying millions of dollars for Pokemon cards. Dialga EX. Time below. Draw a card, 20 damage. Okay, not bad. This attack does 20 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. Not bad. Pretty decent. Let me throw a sleeve on this guy. I don't know if it's something I want to build a deck around, but I might include him in my Metal deck. Although I think I might need to add some energy acceleration in there or some energy retrieval or something, because that alone may not be enough to... I might run out of energy. Now he's getting booed weekly on WWE all over the... Oh, that's right. He wrestles now. Those guys, man. The Pauls. I mean, good for them, I guess. They found their niche. Hey, let's go! Surging Sparks! You were right. So we have Surging Sparks, 2 Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown, Tempura Forces. Hell yeah. Okay, this is a pretty good haul. Not bad, especially because I think one Surging Sparks pack is probably the price that I paid for this if I were to buy it on its own. Hell yeah. Oh, I love that emote. So it's very similar to one of the ones that we have for this channel where we have Archie twerking. It's his little cat butt. Love a good twerking animal. You better get Tatsugiri in that Temporal Forces. Tempura Forces. That's funny. Surging is like $8 now. Okay, I'm wrong about the price, but... Well, I guess 2 of them would have been 16. Let's call it $16. I think this whole tin was like $20. So yeah, not too far off. Stop this. Stop this all. All right, let's start with the Tempura Forces and see if we get that Tatsurugi. Pokemath, so it was free. Yeah, right. I actually made money off of this, right? They're investments. Dude, Pokemath is such a real thing, though. Like, the way that I factor it in my head is if I can get multiple packs at or around $5 or $6, then I consider that to be a deal. And then that's when I scoop things up. So anything more than that, I usually don't pay for it unless I really, really, really want that pack. But for the most part, like $5.50 is about as high as I go on price per pack. All right, here we go. Ready, gang? First pack of the night. Do we get a first pack magic here? Water energy. Okay, got tons of energies. What do I do with all my bulk energies? What do you guys do with your bulk energies? Hey, Mr. Mime. Sweet. I'm also putting together a Gen 1 binder. So I think I have this Mr. Mime already. I have to double check. If not, then that will go right in there. Ooh, Raichu. I love this Raichu card. He's like sleeping on the grass. It's so cute. Dino Nuggies. You got a bunch of sealed on hold. Oh, okay. Which one are you waiting for on the rainy day to open? Japanese is fun because it's $50 for 30 packs and guaranteed like 10 hits. Yeah, see, there you go, man. I think the only way you would have made money is if you sold that Groudon you opened on the first Pokemon stream and then never bought any Pokemon cards. Boy, you are right with that. Yeah, so I scan all of my holos and reverse holos and illustrated rares and stuff in the TCG Player app, and it tracks like the value of your cards as they increase or decrease in price. So I think my total collection of holos, reverse holos, and illustrated rares is something like $800 is what it's valuing at. So that's pretty good, right? Pokemath, we're making money. This is retirement, right? With the stock markets crashing and 401ks tanking, this is the only thing that is on the rise. Yeah, he's comfy. Make cube packs for you guys. Oh yeah. If you need more of those little empty tins, I have one. Or for the fireplace, Terrestrial Festival probably. Which Groudon did you pull? It was the SIR Groudon. Oh yeah, so Bad Taste posted it in the chat here. I'll show it right here. It was this. This was the very first Pokemon stream that I did. Getting back into it, we opened a Charizard Super Premium Collection. It's the the one that comes with the with this Charizard figurine. It's like a big cube. Yeah, I pulled it in that. Oh, it is gorgeous. But I think right now it's valued at like $108 raw. So the majority of my collection is in just that one. Yeah, it's priced at 1 to 4 apparently. Yeah, dude, I think when I pulled it, it was like $82 and it's gone up in price since then. Let me turn the air up a little bit. It's a little warm. Well, and then getting cards graded is tricky too, because like that can be expensive, and they've been surge pricing for grading too now recently, that it's been a little nuts. And then like if your card that you get graded is valuable, then they'd like tack on an extra price, right? That's how that works. That's like hitting the jackpot your first time in the casino, right? But you know what? For a long time, I had no other cards that were anywhere near that valuable. So like that was it kind of set the pace and then stayed out in front the whole time. It is my most valuable card. Let's send some cards together, man. We can send off a lot of grade. Okay, well, yeah, if we want to do it as a batch, do you get like a batch discount? It takes so long. How long does it usually take to grade? Morty's Conviction. Oh, I don't have this one. You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Draw a card for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Interesting. Well, you gotta hope that they've got a full bench there. Otherwise, you're not really getting much. We get a discount if we do a lot. Yeah, but usually very expensive cards. It can take 3 months at least with PSA. Holy crap. 3 months? Oof, that's way too long. Shift Tree? Ooh, I don't have him yet, so he evolves from the Nuzleaf. Interesting. Okay. You can get it faster, but you pay extra, of course. Oh, no, that's... They're just gonna find ways to nickel and dime you every step of the process. What is... Okay, what is that Groudon worth if it was graded as a 10? Because if it's raw and it's $106, as a 10, it's got to be a few hundred, right? Bianca's Devotion. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or less remaining. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good card. I might need to add this into a deck. Near Mint, I think it's selling at $119. That's ungraded. Or that's graded. $400? Okay, as a 10. For PSA 10. Okay, see, that's pretty good. But what is the cost of getting it graded? Am I really making anything from that? Ooh, Ponyta Reverse Hollow. Fuck yes. I do not have this card. This is going to go straight into my Gen 1 binder. There's some guys on how to check. Maybe like $30. Oh, for the grading process. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're only talking maybe like $120 profit off of that. So is it really worth? I don't know. I mean, I guess so. I guess if we do it in a discounted bulk submission, it can be around $20. If you think you can get a 10, that's worth it. Well, that's the question though. Do you think you can get a 10? If it comes back as a 9, then the whole thing was a waste. PSA is pretty forgiving with grading too, but I'd have to look at the edges and centering and stuff. Yeah, have you seen those little things? They're like little plastic overlay things that you lay on top of it, and you can like see how the centering is. Oh yeah, Reverse Hollow Mr. Mime in the same pack. So we got the regular and the Reverse Hollow. Nice, dude. These are gonna go straight to my 151 binders. Hell yeah. Ooh. Do we have a hit here, guys? This looks like an EX. This looks like an EX. Gouging Fire EX. Hell yeah. That's the oh, what's his name? Dude, I can't think of his name. Rad Dog. Yeah, that's his name. Entei. Yeah, I wanted to say Raikou, but that's not right. Entei. Thank you guys. Thank you for correcting me. I know I'm really bad with Pokemon names. I also I go a little dumb sometimes when I'm streaming. Like I can't recall things. My memory gets mushy. This is dope. I like this. Dude, this was a good pack. So we got the Mr. Mime reverse, the Ponyta reverse, and then the Gouging Fire EX. It's a basic Pokemon too. Oh, it is. Yeah. Heat Blast, 60 damage. Blaze Blitz, 260. This Pokemon can't use Blaze Blitz until it leaves the active spot. So it's a one-time kind of use, then you got to retreat him. Okay. Handy. Not a bad attack there. All right, so let me put some sleeves on these guys. 85 cents for that bad boy. Hell yeah. Retirement, here we come, baby. Makes sense, dude. You're on. I couldn't tell you how many times I've stromed. How many times I've stromed and just gone completely comatose and I'm just on autopilot. You know what I mean? Where I'm just talking, but I don't know what I'm saying and I don't know what I'm reading. It's kind of like a weird. It's like a weird kind of delusion that you set into where you're just kind of just going. Stage fright, kind of, yeah. Don't spend it all in one place. I'll try not to. Well, you know, with 85 cents, that's enough to buy a hot dog, some popcorn, and a bus fare from here to the Polo Grounds. So yeah, it's also 1912 in my fantasy, so everything's super cheap. Yeah, dude, blackout while performing. That's so true. We used to have that a lot in marching band, but like, that's just for like 20 minutes. I mean, I don't know if I've blacked out for like that long, but there's definitely been times where I've said things or like talked about things and then completely forgot instantly what I was saying. That's why whenever we do the things, like when we're rolling for random types, when we're doing the dice roll, oh, I don't have it on the scene. But when we're building the decks in the game, I have to type it in the chat because I will instantly forget what I just said. It's kind of weird. All right, so all of my EXs I always put in a sleeve and top loader because I put them in my EX binder, which is all top loaders. Any of my reverse hollows and hollows I will put in a regular sleeve. In fact, I need to put this Dialga in a top loader. And I know they're not worth a lot, but you know, I think it's important to take care of your cards, right? When I was a kid, I didn't take care of my cards very well, and I regret it now. Oh, you gotta head out. My internet is starting to crap out, and it's also getting late, so I think I'm gonna skedaddle off to bed. All right, bud. I'll make sure to post pictures of my big hits tonight in the Discord so you can see them in the morning. Have a good night, everyone. And I'm not working tomorrow, so if you want to get some gaming in, I might have some spare time. Oh, weird. My English is being kind of funny too, huh? I wonder if it's the stream. I'm not seeing anything going wrong on the stream, but let me know if anybody else is having... Maybe we're having a collective... what's it called? Like collective psychosis? Like that may or may not be happening on the show Yellow Jackets. Or it may be supernatural. We don't know. There's too many questions, not enough answers. Okay, next pack, let's do. This is the Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown, I feel, has kind of gotten a little bit of a bad rap. And I think it's because some of the art on it, with the whole terraform Pokemon, I don't particularly like the way that they look. And so it hasn't been a very popular set. So this is one that doesn't get scalped as crazy as the others. In fact, you can still kind of find Stellar Crown sometime in the wild, or it comes in like kind of bulk sets and whatnot, or like mystery packs or whatever. I find these a lot, you know, ordering packs off of Amazon. Oh, by the way, speaking of ordering packs off of Amazon, check this out. So every now and then Amazon will put they're these 3-pack booster packs. They'll put them on sale for when they stock them. When they're sold directly by Amazon, they're only $12. And it's 3 booster packs, 3 random booster packs, 2 trick or trade packs, and then a random rare card. And you never know what packs you're going to get. Sometimes I've gotten some that were all Paldea Evolved or all SV base. But in these 2 that I recently got, there are 151 packs in there. I can see those 151s, those white borders there. It's a decent deal. Sometimes the packs are weighed though. Oh, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, some terrestrial festival known as Prismatic over here is hyped to heck. So yeah, so for 2 of these, I got 2 151 packs in there. So who knows? I might get lucky with those. I'm going to save those for a rainy day. All right. They love me. I know. I've gotten lucky with some of those. I mean, you know, sometimes, like I said, you'll just get 3 of like Scarlet Violet base set. And I'd rather have just 3 random sets than 3 of the same set. But a couple of times I've gotten some 151s in there. So sometimes you get lucky. Glossifleur. Ooh, Electabuzz. I don't have this Electabuzz yet. I might swap him in with one of my 151 sets. Not 151, I mean Gen 1 sets. But it's the original 151. You know what I mean. Comfy. Eevee. I got tons of Eevees. I'm not going to complain about Starlight base set packs you've picked up, man. Get more of those for you. Okay. You know, Scarlet Violet base, I've had some cool pulls in them. I pulled I forgot what it was. I have had some decent pulls in Scarlet Violet base set. The common cards are definitely common in those. Like I have a million of the Sprigatithos that I've gotten. There's just a lot of like very common ones that you just get tons of. But every now and then the hits are pretty good. Those two simultaneous Gardevoir. That's right. Last time we had a IRL Pokemon night at my house, my brother and Scraggle both opened packs at the same time, and they both pulled the SAR Gardevoirs. How freaking crazy is that? Like, what are the odds of that? Like, the odds alone of just pulling one of those is slim. But pulling two of them at the exact same time? Yeah, I think it's like a $45 card or a $50 card, I think. Yeah, so I basically, everybody came over and I handed out some packs to everybody just so we can, you know, rip them together. And yeah, that's what it was. I had a bunch of the Scarlet Violet base sets. And this Saturday we're having some friends over and we're going to do it again. Ooh, Reverse Hollow Rhydon. Nice, let's go. Dude, I'm loving these Gen 1 Pokemon that I've been getting tonight. I'm excited. So we're going to have a good turnout. There's probably going to be around 7 or 8 of us. So we'll do lots of battling. We'll do some trading. I think Molly's going to make enchiladas, so that'll be good. My 151 binder, I'll show you here in a bit once I add these ones to it. Yeah, my Gen 1 binder is coming along. In fact, I should be setting all the Gen 1 ones aside because I've been doing that because I know everybody's kind of building their Gen 1 binders. So I removed all my Gen 1s out of my bulk kind of packs and set them aside so that's easy for you guys to sort through. Charcadet. Again with these guys. Charcadets are ones that we cannot escape. Charcadets, Armoroges, like, God, so many of these. And Alchemy. Got a little cupcake. A little strawberry shortcake over here. Not bad. Not too bad. I like that Rhydon. That Rhydon might make its way into my Gen 1 binder tonight. You got some Ceralages? Oh, let's see them. Yeah, post it in the Discord. I want to see. Are you opening the packs that you got today, Ghost? Are you opening them all right now? Do you want to save some for Saturday? We could do what's it called? Like a pack battle. Have you seen people do that? Where they don't you dare, where they rip them at the same time, and then whoever gets the highest value card wins. Too late. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. All right, guys, should we do both of the Surging Sparks then? I mean, if we're doing the whole tin, we might as well, right? I think I've got some spare Surging Sparks too that are in the dispenser, so I think I can spare these ones. You opened a lot of them, like 5 today? Hell yeah, dude. All right, here we go. Surging Sparks. So the big chase card of the Surging Sparks is the Pikachu, right? Like there's like the special... I don't even think it's a SAR, right? But I think that's like the big chase card is the Pikachu. All right, here we go. I haven't opened the Surging Sparks in a while, so this will be good. Smooch 'em! Ooh, Ghost posted in the Discord. Let's see what we got here. Also, Ghost, your nails look fabulous. Sarah, 2 of them. What? So that's just like the psychic variant then of the Char Cadet. Instead of going to Armor Rouge, it goes to Sarah Luge, or is Sarah Luge just a stage in between? We cannot escape these guys. They are haunting us. I feel like I've pulled 1,000 of those too. I know, just so many of them. They're just for some reason so common in this set. You're common. I'm getting a high CPU warning. I'm hoping that the stream is going okay without stuttering. Oh, you know what? Let me just close the app that I have running in the background. That's probably why. I leave the game, like the Android emulator running in the background. That's probably why it stutters so much. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Play nice, you two. Yeah, exactly. we're gonna have to ban you guys. We're just 2 possums screaming at each other. I love the mental image of that. Just like 2 possums just absolutely screaming. Skarmory? A shrubbery. Tandem mouse. Got a bunch of these. Got a bunch of tandem mice. They are very common in the Scarlet Violet sets for sure. Fanpea? Ooh, Xerneas. I don't think I have this one yet. You love Tandem Mouse Massel. So does Ghost. Ghost is doing a Mice and Rat deck. Matt and Rouse. Mice and Rat deck. A battle deck. Rats. I need to add a sound cue from the Ghost song. You know, rats. You know it. You're a Ghost fan. Give me all your rats. Your rats. All right, I'll give you all my rats. I got tons of them. I've also like separated all of my bulk cards. So I'm keeping one of each just so I have them. But then ones that I have duplicates of, I've moved them into a separate box. And that's my like for trade box. So anybody can go through that box and find anything. And I've arranged them all by Pokédex number. Rats, you'll save every one of us. Wait, that's not how that goes. I'm not a huge Ghost fan. I do like a couple of their songs. I've only heard like what's ever been on the radio. I like Square Hammer. I think that's a cool song. But I honestly have not heard a lot of Ghost. Rats, we are the rats. Here to celebrate another birthday bash. Square Hammer is a banger. I do like Square Hammer. All right, we got something else in the Discord. Ooh, so can I talk about this? So this is a card game that Scraggle Grackle has actually made. Scraggle, do you want to give a quick rundown of what it is? Like the premise behind the cards? Which image is your personal fave? Okay. The Impera album is one of my favorites. Didn't they just come out with the album? I feel like they just dropped a new one. But this is El Chupacabra. You can't with this keyword? Okay, I'll try to surmise it, but it's going to be very... I'm not going to do it justice. So he created this card game to kind of promote natural parks, national parks, things like that. And they feature animals of that region. For instance, desert, Southwest kind of stuff, right? And then there's a subset of them that are like the cryptozoological animals, like the chupacabra. And it's actually a real trading card game. And you've taught it to some kids that have visited and whatnot. And yeah, like I guess kids are kind of like taking to it, and they take field trips to these national parks and whatever, and they've been like loving it, and it's been a big like kind of promotional thing, and it's been gaining traction where other parks from other states have been interested in it as well. And so you said you were gonna do a set for like the Florida marshlands. So yeah, so this could be a thing where like national parks could start having these kind of trading cards. Oh, did it block you here? Put the link in the Discord and I'll copy it and post it into the chat for you. I think only I have privileges to post links in the chat. So where do you buy them? Yes, you can buy them online, right, Scraggle? But right now we're making them limited runs, so they're small runs right now. So they're very rare. Get in on the ground floor now. Endless Forums. Yeah, so this is the Asambro Institute for Science Education edition. So this is the card game. It's called Endless Forums, and yeah, there's different sets of them. Just to be clear, this one is a Halloween special card. Yes, because it's not a real animal from that area. Chupacabra is not a real one. They brought this one home from a party. That's right. It was the Halloween party that we had at my house, and you handed them out to everybody. So that was really cool. Endless Forums games on Instagram. There you go. That's it. Yeah, it keeps censoring you. If you post it on the Discord, I can copy it into the Discord, the Twitch chat. All right, back to the Pokemon. Okay, so we got the Miraidon Future. I like the design of the future cards. I know I say this every time I pull a future card, but I love how it's like a gradient. Like the hollow is in like a gradient. It's super cool. There we go. So I'm going to post it here in the chat and you can see it. All right, there it is right there. Yeah, super cool. I love the idea, and I love even more that it's like gaining traction and that kids are liking it and they're liking the game and they're learning about their, you know, local animal life, wildlife. It's super cool. Any way that you can trick kids into learning is all right with me. Dialga Reverse Hollow. Here we go. It's really hard to tell what's going on in this picture. Oh my gosh. Let me pull the last card and then I'll say this. 2 Dialgas. Look, I got the Reverse Hollow and the regular Hollow. Whoa, interesting. I've never done that before. That's cool. I learned something for the first time the other day, and it made me feel super stupid. Let me see if I can find a good example of it. Yeah, so I can show you on this Dialga. Let me pull it out of the case so it's easier to see. I didn't realize this, but on EX cards, you can actually see the whole Pokemon. It's just being obscured by the text in the background. I can't get it out of the case. So yeah, if you look behind the text, it's kind of hard to see on this card. This may not be a good example, but you can kind of see, like right here, his front leg goes all the way down right here. I didn't realize that, but yeah, it's technically a full art card that's been covered up by the text boxes, but it's translucent, transparent enough that you can see through it, kind of. Yeah, I learned that something new there. If I get any more EX cards that I don't know, can you see it on this one? Not, it's hard to tell, but yeah, kind of. You can see one arm here, I guess. There are some cards that are easier to see than others, but yeah, I just realized that the other day. I'm like, what the heck? Have I been missing this the whole time? You can see through them? Right now, there are starter decks that benefit the Asambru Institute. I'm about to release boosters, but if you follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, we will have announcements and newsletters for new releases. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love that idea, dude. And it's a very well thought out game, too. So, like, it's structurally sound. You'll need 2 decks to play, just FYI. You put these bad boys in sleeves. All right. Okay, so let's open this last pack of the Surging Sparks. Don't live in New Mexico. Where is that? Never heard of that place. All right, last pack magic. What do you think, guys? What do you think? We're gonna get lucky on this one? It's screaming coyotes in the dark. Oh my gosh, have you ever heard the sound of screaming coyotes? It's terrifying. I used to live in like a new housing development. I shared this house with like 4 people in college, and there was nothing but desert around us. And every now and then in the middle of the night, you would hear, especially during the spring when the jackrabbits were breeding, you would hear coyotes hunting them. And when they would get a kill, they would all start screaming and yelping whenever they killed a jackrabbit. And it is terrifying. It sounds like witches cackling. It's so scary. When there's a whole pack of them. Exactly. Yes, it's terrifying. It's a purchase button that will get you in contact because I don't sell them directly. They are sold by the Educational Institute, and you'll get a contact there. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the only way to get them. Well, you said that you were talking about maybe introducing them in some game stores, right? As of now, they're very rare and exclusive. It's like, oh man, I went down this like rabbit hole of like some of the rarest Pokemon cards, and there were these concept cards that some of the creators of the game with Wizards of the Coast made, and they were basically just like blank cards with sketches and like handwritten attacks and stuff on them. But they were actually printed on card stock too, that they were using just to test the structure and the mechanics of the game. And they were super, super, super cool, but incredibly rare. So if you could ever find any of those cards like that, they're definitely worth picking up. Sandygast, ugh, the freaking sandcastle. I hate this. I hate this Pokemon. It's so silly. Drillbur. I got a few of these guys. I have like 5 of them, and they're all different arts. Azumarill. Gravity Mountain. Each stage 2 Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent gets minus 30 HP. Oh, that's kind of cool. Especially if you're running only basics. Magic the Gathering ones would probably be at least $1 million. Oh, really? Those concept ones? Hey, Executor. Nice. This is going to go to my 151 because I think I needed another Executor. So he's going to go in my Gen 1 binder. Mantine. Reverse Hollow. All right. So we got the regular Mantine. Now we got the Reverse Hollow of it. Crocalore. Reverse Hollow. And for the last card of the night... Oh, doesn't look like a hit. We're getting the Togekiss. Very nice. Togekiss holographic. So not bad. Not a bad haul. I think that very first pack had the first pack magic for real. That was a real thing. They say it as a joke sometimes, but I think it's actually true. I'm back. Hey, what's your favorite Pokemon? So my favorite Pokemon, and I know it's very like basic bitch of me to say, but my favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. I just think he's so rad. And like, I remember liking Pokemon when it was first coming out in the 90s. And when the movie was releasing, there was just so much like mystery surrounding Mew and Mewtwo, and like hearing like the dark origin story of Mewtwo and how he like attacked all the scientists that created him. I don't know. That just sounded so cool. And it seems so like adult. Yeah, the movie was incredible. I was just sorting the Japanese version of this set, so it's interesting to see what the Pokemon names are. What is the name of Surging Sparks in the Japanese version? What's the Japanese name for it? Because I know that they have different names for the sets, right? What about you, Hannah? What's your favorite? Do you prefer I call you Hannah or Beautiful? I just call you Beautiful. Okay, so let's do a quick recap, and then I'm going to put some of these into my Gen 1 binder here that I'm building. Hey, we'll try something, but I need a Pokemon that you like that's easy to catch, not a Mewtwo. Okay, so something that's easy to catch, but not a Mewtwo. Okay, so something more common. Or a Mew. Okay. Well, we ran a poll, or I guess it was like a question of the day in the chat one day, of based on what you guys know of me about my personality, which Pokemon do you think that is most like me, or would be most likely be my companion Pokemon? And everybody voted for Lapras. Lapras is the one that won. So I think Lapras is probably the one that I'm probably most favorable to, besides the Mewtwo. Lucario vibes. Oh, interesting. Okay, why Lucario? I'm curious of what you would think. There's multiple Japanese sets that comprise each. Oh, that's right, huh? Because they kind of combine them to make the English ones. Sorry, Ghost, to defend you. One of them is called Electric Super Electric Breaker, and one is Paradise Dragona. Interesting. Sometimes I feel like the names for the series of packs or whatever, the pack series, I feel like they're just fed through like a random name generator, where it just takes like a random adjective and then puts a noun on it too. Like it's like Mad Libs, but they always have something like surging or incredible or brilliant, and you know, they're just very wacky names. Supercharged and something dragons make up the Surging Sparks. Sometimes they combine. Oh, I read that one. I'm not sure. Just something about me. Okay, all right. Well, I'll take it. Lucario looks like he could kick some ass, so I'll take that. Japanese sets are great because they are smaller and easier to finish. Anime naming conventions, exactly right. It's almost always an adjective and a verb in English. All right, so to recap the night, we got the Dialga Holo, the Dialga Reverse Holo, the Crocolore. Oh, I like the Crocolore. Ponyta. This one's definitely going to be put into my Gen 1 binder, so I'm going to set that aside. Charcadet, we cannot escape these guys. They're like the most common card that we end up getting. Moist Caverns. That's a new one to drop, right? Underworld Fiasco, Thrusting Adventure. I wonder if there's like a Pokemon set name generator like online that we can just plug stuff into, like based on your birthday. Magma landslide, right? See, exactly. I will send you a picture of this card. Okay. Alchemy. Mantine reverse hollow. We got the regular non-hollow too. You do this in Pokemon Go? Okay. Rhydon. This one may get into my Gen 1 binder. I think I have filled all my Rhydon slots, but I can swap one out. As well as the Mr. Mime and the Miraidon Future. The two biggest hits was the promo card from the tin, the Dialga EX, and then the Gouging Fire EX. This one's kind of interesting. Maybe he'll make his way into a battle deck. And he is an H, letter H, so he's going to be around for a while. So the rotation for the trading card game hits next month, early next month. And all of the ones with the letter F and below, so like A, B, C, D, E, F, are no longer valid cards in the competitive scene. So if it's got a G or an H, you're good. And since these ones have H's, they'll be good for 2 more rotations. Crashing Surf. Man, okay, we're going to save some of these ideas for the next question of the day. Oh, by the way, nobody did the question of the day. Exclamation QOD in the chat will give you today's question of the day. We'll save this for a future question of the day, but like we'll have everybody suggest names for a future Pokemon pack. So today's question of the day is, what extinct fast food menu item do you wish they would bring back? Crescendo Darkness. Oh, that's pretty good. Mystic Fantasies. Snack Wraps. Snack Wraps, that's a good Pokemon set, right? Snack Wraps. What is Snack Wraps from? And Mexi Nuggets? Is that a Taco Bell thing? The new Pokemon set. Mexi Nuggets. McDonald's. Oh, I'm not familiar with that at all. What are Snack Wraps? Yeah, they're like the little burritos, right? What are the Mexi Nuggets? I never heard of those. All right, so here's my Gen 1 binder that I'm putting together. So I can put it all in frame here so that you guys can see. Focus the camera here. So the challenge with binders, especially ones that don't have, you can't add more pages to them, is determining how you're going to sort them. Because there are 151 Pokemon, or 151 original Gen 1 Pokemon. There are 450 spaces in this binder, so some of them have to be duplicates, right? But you can't do a whole row for each Pokemon, because then that would be too many. So I kind of did, most of them are get a full row, especially if there's three stages. Some of them are condensed if they're only just like just one evolution. And then if I don't like that Pokemon very much, then they kind of got squeezed into. So here's these ones: the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. I don't have a lot of Charizards. Maybe I'll get one soon. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. I need more Blastoises too. There were Taco Bell Potato Bites. Ooh, Taco Bell Potato Bites. That sounds yummy. Caterpie, Metapod. I don't have a Butterfree. In fact, Butterfrees, I don't feel like they made a lot of Butterfree cards. And if they did, they haven't made any recently. Like, I haven't seen a lot of Butterfrees recently. Pidgeys, Pidgeotos, Pidgeotes. I need some more variety in the Pidgeotes. Rattata, Raticate. I got some old vintage ones too in here that are kind of cool. There's one in the past few sets. Only one? And there's probably only one version of it too, right? I also don't include any like full arts or EXs in here too, with the exception of this Pikachu. Spearow, Fearow. Spearow and Fearow will share one row. Ekans, Arbok. I'm doing 2 rows for Pikachu just because Pikachus are so common. There's a lot of really cool ones, and I love this Pikachu. The Chunky Boy. I noticed a lack of Spheals in recent sets too. Oh yeah! That's true, yeah. Especially Dugongs. Like, I don't find a lot of those either. because my bestie is rabid with them every time I talk about Pokemon cards. Spiel was in Surging Sparks as well. Oh, were they? So yeah, I think those ones you might have to just find them as singles. Sandshrew, Sandslash, Nidorina, and I don't have a regular Nidoran, but I put the old Nidorina in here. I just got this one recently, the Reverse Hollow Nidorina. You're going to head out for the night? Oh, thanks a lot, Onward, for coming in. I'm so glad that you followed. Thank you again for the sub. You were super awesome. I'm glad that you stumbled upon us, but we will catch you again next time. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. You can check us out again. Nidorino, Nidoking, Clefairy, Clefables, Vulpixes, and the Ninetales. Got some good ones in here. And I've purchased a few singles here and there to kind of fill out the set. I need to replace this Screamtail with a Jigglypuff, because technically Screamtail is not a Jigglypuff because it doesn't have the same Pokédex number. So it's kind of a cheat. You know, I need more Vileplumes. I haven't found a single Paris, and this is the only Parasect I have too. Don't have a Venomoth. Got some good Meowths, some good Persians. I really, really want in, I think it's Twilight Masquerade, there is a full art, a special illustrated rare Persian that is fucking awesome. It's also the chase card of that set, but man, that thing is amazing. I wish I had it. And then there's another one. I don't remember what set it's in. Maybe it's in 151. It's Giovanni's Charisma, and he's like sitting on a chair and like petting the Persian. Oh, it's so cool. Just got a Jigglypuff if you need it. Oh, nice. Is it one of the ones I already have? Or is it a different one? Christopher Walken to Screamtail. You tell that mean ocean. You tell him. Psyduck, Golduck, Mankey, Primeape, Growlithe. I need more Arcanines. I don't have a lot of Arcanines. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I only have one of each. This is kind of funny. Abras and Kadabras. No Alakazams. Machops, Machokes. Only one Machamp. And then of the Victory Bells evolution set, I only have the Victory Bell. I don't have the Bellsprout or the Weeping Bell. Different, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take a look. We'll talk. We'll work something out. Tentacool and Tentacruel. Only one Geodude. Only one Graveler. No Golems yet, although I did order one Golem, so that should be coming in the mail soon. Okay, so here comes the difficult part. So Ponyta and Rapidash are technically sharing a line here. So the question becomes, what do I swap out? So I do like this Ponyta. This is really cool, the Temporal Forces one. I like it better than this Reverse Hollow that I have in here, so it's definitely going to replace this one. But I do not have a Rapidash yet. So I have the Team Rocket Ponyta and the Blaine's Ponyta, and I love the art on this one. It's so cool. He's just running. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll condense Graveler and Golem into one line and then do a Ponyta row and then a Rapidash row. Maybe that's the way to do that. Slowbros, Slowpokes, they're sharing a row. You got to get a base set one plastered over that background photo like a green screen. Oh, that would be cool. They're cheap too. Yeah, I looked some up. There were some cheap base set ones, especially if you get the Unlimiteds. Magnemites, Magnetons, Doduos, Dotrios. I don't have any Dotrios. Seal. No Dugongs. No Dugongs. 2 Seals, no Dugong. Grimer, Muck, Cloyster, no Shelder yet. Ghastlies, Haunters, Gengars, love them. I need a couple more Onyxes. I'm overflowing with Hypnos. I need one more Krabby. I think I found a Krabby, but I'd rather have another Kingler than another Krabby. Voltorbs. I really like this artist, the Keiji Kinabuki. he does all these like 3D model ones, and it's so 90s 3D modeling that it's great. I love it. Execute. Oh yeah, we got an executor, right? Sweet. So we have officially finished the executor line tonight on the stream. Hell yeah. Marowak has been working the late shift at a station with coffee stains on it. Oh, I know. I got this one from my brother. He gave it to me. It has seen better days. And I even have it in the sleeve too, but yeah, it's like coffee or soda or blood. Who knows what this is? It's a special art rare. That's what it is. But yeah, I definitely need more Cubones, and this Cubone's in really bad shape too. And then Hitmonlees, Hitmonchans. Waiting on Hitmonchan to come in that I really liked. I have 2 coughings. I actually have some more coughings, but no wheezing. So I'm gonna have to find one for those. Rhyhorn, Rhydon. Okay, so I did pull this Rhydon here. This reverse hollow Rhydon. I think it's gonna replace this one. So we're gonna take this Rhydon out, and we're moving this Rhydon in. Chansey. Just imagine a cop investigating a homicide with a Marowak on his desk as he sighs, like it's a JPEG of his wife or something. Exactly, right? Kangaskhan's, I probably need some more of those. Horsies, Seadras, Goldines, Sea Kings. Staryus and Starmies. Mr. Mime. Okay, yeah, so we got the Mr. Mime tonight. So it's just a reverse hollow of this Mr. Mime, so I'm just going to go right in here until I find replacements. Same with the Scyther. So I have the regular and the reverse hollow of the Scyther. So we'll swap those out at some point. Jinx. And then we got Electabuzz. So we pulled in Electabuzz tonight. But do I like it better than any of these? No, I actually like these ones better. I love this, the pose on this art. This one's the hollow. It's really cool. And then, of course, this is the promo from the Pokemon movie. So I got to keep that one in there. Yep, so this Electabuzz becomes extra. Magmars, Pinsir, Tauros, Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras. So yeah, I could use a different Lapras because I've got a regular and the reverse of the same card. So maybe I'll swap one of those out. Ditto, of course. And then, so this Ditto I actually got in a chaff pack. So it was part of the Pokemon Go one, so it's already been pulled. But I have the unpulled one that I actually got on stream, and it's a sticker that you can remove. Maybe one of these days I'll pull it. Eevees, did I get a different Eevee? This is a technical, no, I already have that Eevee. Okay, already got that one there. Then Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, they all get their own row because they're all pretty badass. Porygon, Omanyte, Omastar, Kabuto, Kabutops. So I feel like there's not a lot of Kabuto and Kabutopses that have been printed, or at least that are easily able to find. Because this is a 151 Kabutops, this is a 151 Kabuto, and I have not found them in any other packs, so I might have to order those ones. The same with Aerodactyl. So apart from the 151, I don't think there's been any in the Scarlet Violet era. Snorlaxes. I love Snorlaxes. This is Molly's favorite Pokemon, so they're pretty easy to come by, I think. Then Articuno. So I ordered some of these ones. Some of them I pulled, some of them I ordered. But like I got the promos, the Wizards of the Coast promos of all of the legendary birds. I got all of those. And then this one came from the Classics collection, which, man, I watched an unboxing of the Classics collection box, and you would think in theory it would be really cool, but they mixed and matched a bunch of eras of cards that didn't make a lot of sense. And it's kind of disappointing. It's also incredibly expensive. I definitely need more Dratini's, Dragonairs, and Dragonites. Don't have enough of those. And then, of course, Mewtwo's going to get 2 rows because he's my favorite. And then Muse. So yeah, my binder's coming along. At this point, I'm probably going to stop buying singles and just hope to kind of pull them as I go along and replace them as they come along. Look at this. Go ahead. I did a cool thing. Okay. Sorry, I went off on a tangent talking about my Pokemon cards. I'm back. I sent in the picture of the Pokemon. Okay, let's look at it right now. Let me put my binder away. All right, let's take a look over here. Hello? That was weird. It got stuck on the transition. Okay. Oh, you pulled a kit. Luxio, nice. I love the Luxio and the Shinx. Shining Kabutops is pretty. Oh, that is pretty cool. Look at that. Ooh, first edition. That is pretty sweet. Oh my god, look, it uses 3 different kinds of energy. Alright, where is the picture? Oh, Rexy posted. Oh, okay. Oh, kitties. Dang, that's a good cat tree there. We're thinking about getting a new one because our cats have been destroying the one that we have. Oh, yours is the Pokemon Go picture. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Jeez, I skipped right over it. I called it this Leaf Vision, a mix of Leafeon and Spectrovision. Oh, I gave him that because it's my only 3-star rating. Oh my goodness, that is so freaking sweet. Oh. Oh, your GPS signal nicht gefunden. Razorblatt and Laubklinge. Very nice. I dig it. I dig it. This is cool. Have you used it in a battle yet? Is it any good? Thank you for naming that after me. I really appreciate it. That's super cool. And because I like Spectrovision, he is so friendly. How nifty Leafeon is. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That is super cool. And what? Hey! Oh, Ghost gifting a sub to Hannah. All right. Well, let's feed this cat. He's actually sleeping right here on the chair next to me. You can't see. He's not on his couch, but he'll come over there for a treat. So listen up for the crunch. Let's feed this cat, and then we'll start setting up for a raid. You cannot hear them crunching at all. We'll do one more. Hopefully we get a crunch. He's swallowing them whole is the problem. He gets too excited. All right, that one you could hear. Hey, what up, Foreskin? How you doing? Zug Zug. Good to see you again. It's nice to have you here. Cat ASMR. Alrighty, I'm looking forward to Saturday with you folks. Have a good night. Alright, Scrackle, thank you for hanging out. And yes, Saturday's gonna be great. I've been looking forward to it all week, honestly. This is the last time we had a Pokemon night. I've been looking forward to it. Let's set up a raid and let's raid somebody here. Let me see who we got online right now. Let's see who we got online. Who we got online? Ooh, Jorbo is streaming. Let's go raid Jorbo. Say hi to him. So last time I raided Jorbo, we were talking about Pokemon and he started pulling out his Pokemon collection. He had so many like first edition vintage cards. It was insane. I'm like, dude, you were sitting on some cash right there. He's like, really? I didn't even know. And I was like Googling the prices for them. It was nuts. You did not hear the crunch is quite. Okay. Yeah, maybe I need to turn that microphone up or something. I'll see what I can do for the next one. But yeah, let's go ahead and send a raid over to Jorbo. Again, thank you again, y'all, for hanging out tonight. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope to see you again Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. And if you can't be there for that, we will be streaming on Thursday night as well. But yeah, so I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe. Have some fun. We'll see you next time. So long, fuckers. Good night.
Oh, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Thanks, bud. Money. Speaking of bacon, oh, I thought you were. Hey, bud.
I deserve that.
I'm hurrying. I can only go down so fast. There I am. Nice. That would have been a hole in one if I wasn't fucking stupid as shit.
Abdul is still not there yet.
You ain't gonna make it.
Oh, you got it in though. It's 6 hits later.
Thank you for the raid, bud.
Dude, I got it in 1. I'm back. I'm so back. Abdul left. Oh, dude, Abdul left.
No, Abdul, no.
What's the point?
I get this game.
Come on, dude, don't be Hawk.
Alright, where are we going? Thank you.
Bless you, man.